you think perhaps there's a sense in which the idea of truth has changed, watered down, perhaps even been abandoned? That you talk about ideals, you talk about honour, you talk about the things that in many ways our culture would once have seen as being integral to the character that's necessary to leadership. Perhaps it's been washed out of the system, and so what you've now got is a sort of moral relativism that says, I feel this way or that way, therefore it must be, therefore it is.
Nobody's really a relativist. Nobody acts as though there's no truth.
Yep.
And
no one.
So nobody's really a relativist. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I think there is, as part of growing diversity and sensitivity, which is a good thing, there's a hesitancy or reluctance to criticize others. And so that could end up being a good thing. If everybody is from the same culture, at the extremes, you can get a kind of a desire for, be it Sharia in the Muslim tradition, or Orthodox Jews, or conservative Christian groups. You do have communities that are so homogeneous, they want a kind of a moral law to regulate everything. And so diversity breaks that up. That could be a good thing. But what we end up with is the risk of the Tower of Babel. That is, that when there is no overarching canopy, there is no set of shared narratives, we lose a moral vocabulary that can sort of bind us and constrain us. And then people have the sense of what Emile Durkheim called anomie. So the great sociologist Emile Durkheim wrote a lot about anomie, normlessness. It's the state of affairs when there is no clear set of rules for how to behave. Some people might think, oh, well, this is freedom. I mean, a religious community would be so binding and constraining. I want none of those rules. I want freedom. But anomie breeds suicide and a feeling of meaninglessness and hopelessness. So I think that might be what you're pointing to, that I think people have a sense of anomie. Suicide rates are going up in America for young people.
And in Australia, yeah.
And drug addiction, I don't know if you're having this
Anxiety.
opioid. That's right.
Yeah.
Anxiety, depression, suicide, self-harm are going up rapidly for young people. We don't know exactly why this is. Social media is a part of it. We don't fully understand it. It really is just since 2011 or 2012, strangely, that these rates are going up so fast. So something is happening where the sort of the basic meaning superstructure or architecture is, you could say crumbling or you could say changing. I don't know, but it can be unnerving to many people.